Picture this, 100 kilometers of Lake Huron shoreline, roadside veggie stands, small towns where your neighbor still helps boost your car, and sunsets that will stop you in your tracks. Sounds pretty perfect, right? Are you thinking about making the move to Huron County? I'll help you figure out whether it's the right fit because honestly, it's not for everyone. I want to walk you through a few things that people don't always tell you. There are 7 things you really need to know before making the move, especially if you're relocating from the city or just want a fresh start in a quieter, more grounded community. Hey, I'm Megan Brighton, a local real estate agent and full-time Huron County fangirl. I help people relocate here, understand the lifestyle, figure out which small town actually matches their needs. Whether you're dreaming of lake views, a hobby farm, or a quiet place to raise a family, I am here to help you get clear on what that looks like before you buy. Okay, let's get started on house prices varying by town and especially for cottages. One of the first surprises for buyers moving to Huron County is how much home prices can vary from town to town, especially when it comes to cottages. In towns like Seaforth, Clinton, or Wingham, you might still be able to find a detached home in the $350,000 to $500,000 range. But in Bayfield or Goderich, especially close to the water, move-in ready homes are usually starting around $550,000 or more. If you're dreaming of owning a cottage, then you're gonna need to budget realistically. A decent seasonal cottage a few roads back from the lake will usually start around $600,000, and true lakefront cottages typically begin at $850,000, and that's for something very modest. If you're hoping for space for the whole family, you're gonna wanna plan for more like $1.2 million plus. If you want a deeper breakdown, I have linked my full Buying a Cottage on Lake Huron YouTube playlist below, along with a free cottage buyer's guide that you can download anytime from my website. Number 2 is the weather is beautiful and sometimes brutal. We get 4 incredible seasons here and each bring something special. Summers are hot and breezy thanks to the lake, and fall is all crisp air and bright leaves. Spring means maple syrup season, muddy boots, and a few whiffs of manure. But winter, it is no joke. Huron County winters can be absolutely brutal, especially when the lake effect snow kicks in. In the 2024 to 2025 season, we had multiple road closures where people were literally snowed in for days. It's part of life here, and if you're moving from the city, it's something to be prepared for. But it's also part of what makes winter activities extra special here, and the rest of the seasons here so rewarding. Number 3, each town has its own personality. One of the best things about Huron County is that no 2 towns feel the same. Every place has its own personality, and that matters when you're trying to figure out where you're gonna feel at home. Bayfield feels like a charming beach town, walkable, touristy, artsy, and full of retirees, boutique shops, and weekenders from the city. Seaforth and Clinton are super family friendly with schools, sports, and a classic small town feel that everyone knows everyone energy. Goderich is kind of like the central hub. It has a hospital, grocery stores, the boardwalk, and a beautiful waterfront all in one. In South Huron, towns like Exeter offer a really nice balance between rural charm and convenience. It's got a strong sense of community, a lively main street, and it's close enough to London that a lot of people are actually commuting, especially since housing here is more affordable than in the city. You can get more space, less noise, and you're still only about 45 minutes from the bigger cities. And then there comes Wingham, Brussels, Belgrave, and many little villages in between that are growing in their own ways and have a community of people who are proud to be born and raised there. If you're not sure which town matches your lifestyle, that's something that I love helping people with. Because it's not just about picking a house, it's about choosing a community that's gonna feel right for you. Number 4, schools, busing, and alternative education options. Education is a big consideration for a lot of families moving to Huron County, and most of the area is served by either the Avon-Maitland District School Board or the Huron-Perth Catholic District School Board. Because this is a rural area, many kids take the bus to school. It's just a normal part of life out here. Beyond the public and Catholic options, there are also some great alternatives depending on your family's needs. You'll find forest-style programs, a private Montessori school in Clinton, and even a virtual high school for students who thrive in a more flexible learning environment. There's also a French immersion option available in Goderich through the Catholic board if that's something that your family is looking for. Number 5, let's talk about our job market. Huron County doesn't have towering office buildings or big corporate headquarters, but we do have a strong, steady local economy. Agriculture, healthcare, construction, education, and tourism are some of our biggest industries here. There are also a ton of skilled trades, and remote work is becoming more common, especially since the pandemic. One thing I love is that 92% of businesses here are locally owned and operated. So whether you're working for someone else or building your own thing, you're part of a community that truly supports local. Number 6, you're never far from the lake. One of the biggest perks of living in Huron County is that even if you're living inland in towns like Brussels, Wingham, or Seaforth, you're still only 30 to 45 minutes from Lake Huron beaches. Lakefront homes do come with a higher price tag and more summer traffic, especially in towns like Bayfield or Port Albert. But the trade-off is the incredible access to the sunsets, swimming, and cottage culture. Inland towns are usually quieter and more affordable, and you're still only a 10 to 20 minute drive to the water in most cases. Whether you want to live steps from the sand or just be close enough to visit on the weekend, you've got options that keep you close to the water without giving up space, your budget, and peace and quiet. Number 7, this is a lifestyle shift, and it's kind of the point. Let's be honest, there's no Costco around the corner, no Uber Eats, but you know what? Costco will deliver to you and you won't miss it as much as you think. Life in Huron County is about community, connection, and a slower, more intentional way of living. It's bonfires, beach nights, local markets, and neighbors who actually talk to each other. If you're someone who values experiences over things, who wants your kids to grow up with space to run or just be ready to slow down and breathe, this might be exactly where you're meant to be. And if I think it's not the right fit, I'm gonna tell you, because the last thing I want for you is for you to make a move here that doesn't match your current lifestyle. This isn't just about buying a house, it's about choosing the life that you want. If you're curious about what life could actually look like for you, I would love to help you explore it. No pressures, no sales pitch, just real talk. You'll find the links below to my free guides, including one for cottage buyers and one for anyone considering a move to the area. And if you want to chat more about your situation or just ask a few questions, my inbox is always open. I'm Megan Brighton, and I help people find a home, not just a house, in Huron County. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you again in the next one.